Welcome to a special emergency ThoughtCast, Thanksgiving edition. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble.
Hey there, partner. Welcome back to the couch. Happy Thanksgiving. Today I'm trying to contemplate the art of being grateful, being thankful. How does this work? Why does this work? I mean, it doesn't make our problems go away by counting our blessings, but I think it does make them a little more bearable, right? And I think that it has something to do with comparing. And what I have been guilty of doing this entire year is thinking about 2020, right? And comparing it to 2019. And when I do this, I feel that things are just bad. And furthermore, they're going downhill. But when I think about it, I could set that reference point further back in time to say 1020, right in the middle of the Dark Ages when things were just way, way worse than they are now. And because I've always wanted to do a top 10 list, here are 10 things that I am grateful for in the year 2020, in no particular order, starting with hot showers. A hot shower is a simple luxury that all of us can appreciate every single day. And while we're taking that shower, if we stop to think back on the fact that 100 years ago, we probably wouldn't have even had access to indoor plumbing and basic sanitation needs, we can start to feel extremely fortunate. And besides, it just feels amazing. Right? If someone asked me to try to describe what it would be like to enter through the gates of heaven, I'd have to say, like a hot shower. But it would be a shower of light, right? And it would be accompanied by trumpets playing. Which brings me to number 9. So I think the trumpet playing during my ascension would have to be Miles Davis. And let's think about how lucky we are to live at a time where recorded music is a thing, right? And we can access pretty much any genre we want, anywhere we want, at any time we want, and it can act as kind of a therapist for the soul. And I feel like music has this power of channeling and making sense of my emotions in ways that words just fail. And what allows us to have access to so much music at our fingertips? This little modern marvel. If you can remember a time before the internet, you probably remember that it was terrible. I remember doing a research project in elementary school on the platypus and spending all day in a library gathering a stack of books and leafing through each one individually just to find some reference to this mysterious animal. And at the end of the day, I had a half a page of information. Today, I can just ask the internet, "Hey Alexa, tell me about the platypus."
The platypus, or the duck-billed platypus, is a semi-aquatic mammal native to eastern Australia and Tasmania. It is one of only 5 existing species of mammals that lays eggs instead of giving birth to live young. The male platypus has a spur on its hind foot that can deliver venom capable of badly hurting humans.
God.
The platypus
Alexa,
is important.
stop playback. In fact, that reminds me. A couple of weeks ago, I had this infection in my middle finger. I don't mean to flip you off. It was swelling up like a red balloon. And I just remember thinking, gee, I hope I don't have to amputate that. Which I might have, if not for. Imagine we're in the Dark Ages and we're dealing with the bubonic plague. And not only are people getting sick and dying all around us, but we have no idea why. And we have no good ideas about how to deal with it. Right? Our best ideas include finding the nearest witch to burn at the stake, or burying ourselves up to our neck in manure, like some ancient Greek philosophers used to do. And look, it's not their fault. They didn't have a germ theory of disease. So I am thankful for things like antibiotics that saved my finger, or vaccines that save huge populations of people from otherwise certain death. So tomorrow's my birthday, and sometimes I get anxious about the fact that I'm approaching middle age, and then I remember that I have outlived pretty much all other humans that have come before me. But you know what? Life wouldn't be worth living if not for consciousness. I don't remember getting to choose a door at the outset of life, right? It seems like it is just lucky that I ended up as a human with this complex intelligence capable of self-reflection and experiencing all the finer things in life, like hot showers or jazz solos, right? I could have been a plant or a garden snail. So I feel really grateful to have a complex consciousness. And that's not to put other creatures down, because they're on the list too. In fact, they're number, 5? 4? 5. Our pets are amazing. They are like real-life Pokemon. Here, check this out. That is incredible. I mean, think about it. These are totally different animals with totally alien intelligences, and yet we have enough in common, we have enough shared values to have meaningful relationships with one another. That is, in fact, incredible. They are part of the family, right? Which brings us to number 4. What is the point of having all of these complex experiences if we don't have anyone to share them with? Right? Family is as important as anything. And I am grateful for having that support structure because all of my personal successes were really dependent upon the people around me who made it possible. So thank you. But look, we're not always happy to be around family, right? But we are when we do number 3 on the list, play games. We have a wonderful variety of games. Sports, board games, video games, card games, mind games, all of these games. All of these diversions that help take us out of the painful realities of life. I am thankful to have something to look forward to after a long day of work. But none of these leisurely activities would be much fun without number 2 on the list, our power of imagination. Without imagination, we wouldn't have any of the benefits of modern living at all. Our powers of creativity allow us to envision future states that are better than our current state, and then we can make plans and set these goals for how to achieve them. Without imagination, we wouldn't have games. We wouldn't have domesticated animals, we wouldn't have medicine, we wouldn't have music, we wouldn't have the internet. And we certainly wouldn't have, number 1 on my list, ice cream. I feel like this one's pretty self-explanatory, right? And it has been about as therapeutic as any of the other items on that list for getting me through what has otherwise been a wretched year. So I'm grateful for you, partner, for sitting down and having this conversation, and I guess I should even be grateful for the year 2020, for teaching me how to be grateful. So leave me a comment below and tell me one thing that you are grateful for, that you normally take for granted. And I will see you next time. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Bye-bye.
This concludes our test of the emergency ThoughtCast system, and if you're shopping this Black Friday, remember, it's my birthday. Get me something nice. How about a shiny new? Like, comment, or subscribe.
Gobble gobble. Gobble gobble. Gobble gobble. Cut.